Matter of fact, I feel humbled, honored, and delighted to be a part of this congregation for obvious reasons that I have very senior officers in my ministry, especially Shamsunor Chaudhry sir, Ambassador Nassim Firdous and Ambassador Munshi Fawaz Ahmed, who are actually my mentors and like my teachers in the ministry. So it's a special honor for me to speak in front of all of you. In fact, I have decided to present or limit my deliberation mostly on two things. First, this book, that is the abridged version of this research, and then my personal opinion and especially what should we do in future. And relating to the analysis on the book, first, I would like to divide it in three parts. First, all the points that has been covered and where the public, they spoke generally in favor of those points. Then with the points where there is some ambiguity among the people, there is ambivalence among the people on those issues. And third, criticism. First, coming to the good things, generally if I say that is infrastructure development, economic relations between the two countries, the trade relations, which goes beyond saying that because we are importing most of the electronic items and hardware items from China. Science and technology goes beyond saying. Just on education, I would like to say a little bit more, which has not been covered here possibly. So, first thing, I think that the Bangladeshi generally have an idea that China is a place, is a center for knowledge since a long time back. That reminds me in my school days when we were taught that the Holy Prophet almost 1500 years ago said that pursue knowledge even if it is in China. And in those days, traveling from Arabia to China was not a matter of joke. It took months, if not years. So, which means that from the very early age, we were taught that China is a place, is a center of knowledge since a long time back. And today we can see that the level of advancement in science and technology that has taken place, this is almost unparalleled. And I would hesitate to say that it is obvious, especially in science and mathematics, which is obvious from their performances in international mathematics Olympiad, international physics, chemistry Olympiad, and software competition. So actually these are the indicators that they excel in science and technology, possibly much more than the Western countries. But still, from the presentation we have noted that when it comes to pursuing higher education in China, why China is not in the priority list? Why is it UK or Australia, Canada or USA? I think one of the prime factors is the job. Because there is no doubt about the Chinese universities, and in this area I don't think that language is any barrier either. But I think the job is the prime obstruction, and also recognition of these certificates in the Western world. What happens in USA is that after completion of their higher education, or even the mid-level education, say graduation or masters, they can afford or they can manage to get a job, no matter whether it's a job as per their expectation or it's a ordinary job. But in China, I understand that it's, if I'm not wrong, that it's much difficult. Even somebody can fluently speak in Chinese. Because of these immigration rules, and it's not easy to stay in China unless somebody gets married. But generally, say in USA or in the Western countries, it is much more easier. So this job factor is, I think, one of the reasons. I don't think that the quality of, in terms of the quality of education, there is any doubt. So this is one point I just thought that should flag it so that in future there is no misperception about it. It's not that the education system of China, but if those certificates are well recognized by USA or the Western country, then I think the trend of Bangladeshi students to pursue their higher studies in China will augment. Now, coming to the second point, which is the debt trap. Actually, here, though I agree. Actually, I agree with that. I got similar opinion from the government representative that, especially after what